All right, we got it ready from both players. They are on the same seed. So game number 1 of this bi-weekly 26 round 1 losers bracket match underway. Best of luck to VasCo and M149. Let's have a good match in 3. If the bot would work. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And away we go. Both players taking a couple burns early on, but M149 will get the first Tetris. VasCo following shortly behind. And as is usually the case in a match involving VasCo, it is left well versus right well. You know, a lot of players will have something that allows them to stand out among the crowd in the classic Tetris scene, whether it's a different technique, a different grip. In VasCo's case, it is a different well to use, which is almost always been the left well for VasCo. 120 for VasCo, 163 for M1 to start. Oh, perfect clear, cool. If this was Game Boy Tetris, would VasCo use a right well? Probably not. VasCo did say the reason they use a left well setup is because it's just more comfortable, and it's what she's always known, pretty much. The stacking tendencies would still be the same. In fact, it would probably help VasCo because not only would she already have that experience, but also would have one less tap to get. Oh, but VasCo, speaking of taps, missed the tap of the L piece. Needs a bar. It is going to top out early at 169. Unlucky there for VasCo, and M149 on 236 will take game 1. GG's. VasCo does roll, so it's not that much of a disadvantage. Yeah, exactly. Although it will mean more of a dependency on hitting those 5 taps consistently. But I suppose it's good practice. Both players are ready to go for game number 2. Best of luck in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And what's up, Maestro? Good to see you. Das Evolution in the building. So VasCo and M149 underway for their second game. Oh, but M149 now hanging an S-piece, and he knows he's done. Tops out at 11K, so it's a gift exchange early on in this set. VasCo, just like that, is going to take game 2 on 31K. Disaster there for M. And relief for VasCo, so we're all square here in this set. Nothing lost, nothing gained. We're not quite in December just yet, but that's probably an early Christmas present for both players there to each other. How kind to get into the holiday cheer this early. Anjing saying bi-weekly stats going down the drain because that's all that matters, not winning or losing a match. Think about the stats. Players already and on the same seat again. So game 3 underway in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And let's speak a bit of the stats while we're on that topic. Just the stats, it is VasCo who has the superior FMS, 518 compared to M1's 326. And VasCo also has a superior median 19 transition, 504 to M1's 421. So the stats would indicate in favor of VasCo. However, anything can happen in the world of classic Tetris, so not really viable to just solely rely on stats based on this. It's only players are only good as good as their last game, so we'll see. But early lead is with VasCo so far, 139 to M1's 80. 58k difference there. This drop of that L piece for M149, but should be easily recoverable for, providing that pieces work out. But a double flip of that Z piece, and M1 can hardly believe it. Is still safe. VasCo does have her left well covered, but a nice double there will help to straighten things out. Gets the well back open. VasCo Tetris ready, and we'll get the Tetris, dirty Tetris for M149 as well in column 7. Looking for a Z piece to open up the left side. Could have done it with the bar, but didn't want to decrease an already rickety parity. But this will only allow VasCo to potentially pull further ahead here. But now VasCo also with some cleanup to do here, which might allow M1 now. If M goes, is entirely up to him. Ooh, opted to pull back that S piece and can't get anything. Got shrouded at the worst time. And M is going to top out at 177, so VasCo will take game 3. Thinking possibly if that J piece had managed to go left, where that dependency was, maybe M could have held out a little bit longer, but that was a rough drought. GG's to VasCo. Now it's match point, M1. Both players ready to go for game number 4. VasCo wins this, she will advance, and M149 will be eliminated from bi-weekly 26. Best of luck to both players for game 4. Let's get to 19 this time in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both players with 2 Tetrises each to start here. VasCo is setting up on row 2. Has a fully clean board, gets an Aki bar and a Tetris. Other than bi-weekly, M149 is currently competing in the Classic Tetris League, got promoted recently, and is currently fighting to stay alive in Division 5A, with 2 must-win matches to come. VasCo currently in TMP Gold, but is set to be promoted into Division 5 for Season 32. It'll be interesting to see if M149 survives his season, if these two players will face off against each other again in Classic Tetris League. 131 for VasCo, 125 for M149. So only a 5,000 point gap so far, and both players continuing to pile on the pressure with 2 Tetrises. Good burns there from M to keep the well open. Not opting to put the square left. I don't think M wanted to take the risk there, but that will also leave some crucial burns to be needed from him. 162 VasCo, 156 for M. And M's in trouble. M needs a bar down the middle and needs it now. He's going to cover the middle. And I'm not sure if with Das the M can do anything here. And that's going to be a top out at 158. And VasCo with 195 is going to take game number 4. And VasCo will advance to win this and wins the set 3-1. M149 is eliminated in round 1 of losers bracket. Unlucky. And all I can really say is better luck next time, M. We know that you are a good player. You are a former B bracket finalist, so I'm sure we'll see you back and